Hi, this is Chris from Rift Armory. I thought I'd make a follow-up video from the Ornn gameplay I have, talking about my deck list, my deck. I know some people tried clicking on the link, something to do with YouTube, but I have to verify something, so I'll try and get that sorted as well. But I thought I'd go through the deck, what I've built, and go through the options I've picked, how, why I've put them in. One first thing, I would like to apologize for the Jax video. I have a Jax video that was the first on the channel. I made a misplay. I underpaid for a Jax I played. I obviously didn't mean it. I didn't. Um, I don't know how I missed it. If I'm completely honest, I thought I could edit the video and put like a voice over it and explain it a little bit more on the video itself. But I've learned apparently I have to take it off and re-edit it and put it up. At that point, I don't know if it's worth it, but I thought I would still, at least own up to the mistake and apologize for that. It's not my intention. I will say I will make mistakes. Obviously, not trying to, but I'm still trying to learn, still trying to get up to speed with the game itself. Saying that, I find in person it's a bit uh, I think in person it's easier than online sometimes. But again, that's totally my mistake. I apologize for that. Regarding Ornn, I'm a very big Ornn lover. I love Ornn in League anyway. I'm a big volleyball player from set one. I like my big mighty units. So Ornn had a natural impression on me that I want to play Ornn. Um, I'm thinking to make an Ornn series. I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do, where I will probably, for example, play a deck, the deck I've got, go through the deck list, my options, and maybe keep updating and changing the deck list as we go along. I keep putting gameplay videos with it, see what we can change, see what works good, what doesn't work good. We're gonna put the losses there, wins there, go for the full caban. Another thing I'm thinking to do is kind of do like I know people do it anyway, but they kind of do it for all the meta stuff and go through all the top decks and all that. I'm thinking maybe we do like each week or something. We have a look at all the different own decks, how well they've done, different versions, what they're trying to accomplish, what they're not, what we can kind of look at and put into our own and see what we get at. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about on Ornn series. You never know. One day in the next 10 years, we might try and get a metal card. Let's see. So yeah, this is the deck list that I was playing in that video. Ornn, obviously, legend. Uh, sure, a lot of people know, but if you don't, you basically tap him, reaction, add a power, use only to play gear or gear abilities. Fantastic. Great. I could tap on and play a seal, so it doesn't cost anything. I could tap on and attach a GA to someone. So yeah, anything that's here, I could do this. Tap a energy, tap on, kill this. So yeah, you get the point. It's just free resource effectively for towards gear and gear abilities. We'll go through runes and battlefields at the end. Um, so yeah, main deck, our chosen champion is Ornn, the Forge God. It's fantastic. It's a 6 cost, no power. It's 4 might. It's got deflect 2, so they need to return 2 to target him. It's got Weapon Master, so he can suck up a gear when you play him. And he has this effect where I have +1 might for each friendly gear. Now, this and deflect 2 is what makes this card just bust. Well, I'm going to say busted, but obviously we know the deck, isn't necessarily top deck, but this card is fantastic. So if I have 10 gear on the field, let's just say I've got 3 seals, 3 snacks. I know it's a bit of a big one. 3 GAs and a Zonias, let's say that's 10 gear. Ornn's getting 10 might from that, right? So that's fantastic. He's our big tall skyscraper, I call him, because you're building him tall. So yeah, that's Ornn. I might as well go for it now. What you want is the flute. I'm not saying that it's not happening. we're gonna mess it up and butcher it. I apologize. So I'm calling it the flute. Um, this here is what makes the deck basically win. In terms of like this is your wincon, having this on Ornn and defending him. So this basically copies the text to the unit it's attached to. So obviously it doesn't give me might inherently, but when it copies this, I become deflect 4 and I get +2 for each friendly gear. So that example of having 10 gear giving me 10 might, that's going to give me 20 might and deflect 4. If you run 2 of them on Ornn, you're going to get 30 might for your 10 gear and deflect 6. So you get where it's getting at. This is what makes your guy, your Ornn big. Very durable because of deflect. So yeah, this card fantastic. It's what makes the deck so great. I just thought I'll put that out there now because that's kind of your two cards. You know, we were building this deck around really. So yeah, other units, Clockwork Keeper, cost 2. I can use. I think it's good. It's a 2 cost. We like a bit of 2 costs. A lot of people they don't really play the 2 costs in Ornn. I'm not saying I'm correct. I quite like it. And as you're playing me, pay a green power as a cost. If you do so, draw 1. So I could tap the seal, for example, in this case, and draw a card. You're looking for your seals early on, but we'll get to seals. So yeah, good card. If we want to draw a card, we can. It gives you that, that option. Drop border. This card is fantastic in general, but obviously here it's fantastic. It's great. When you play me, if you have 2 or more gear, ready me. So if you have 2 or more gear, we run a lot of gear, so it's very rare that you won't have 2 gear. He's kind of he could get like because they have to invest so much in Ornn generally. He kind of like could go to a battlefield that might just have a very 2 might unit, or it might be an open battlefield or anything like that. It's just a ready unit with a 4 might. It's just great. Stellicorn Hoarder. Sure, people know what it does, but when I move, draw 1. Simple. Arguably, probably not needed. But when I've had it, it feels clutch. But there is enough kind of draw / search. I know it's not a purple deck, so it's got nothing to compare to that. But for green, it's not too bad. If you have her though early with flute, as I call it, and you're moving her twice and getting 2 cards, like you can have another battle. You can move her to a battlefield with this, with the flute, for example, draw 2, right? Hide an Emperor's Divide, and then obviously move her back with Emperor's Divide, and then move her to somewhere else. You're getting a lot of cards very early on. So yeah, you're looking for your key cards. So as I said, that's a potential card we can maybe get rid of. But whenever I've had her and had her kind of popping off, it just feels broken. So yeah, we'll see. 2 defies. Defies simply for like salvages, call the week, sorry. Stuff like that. Just stop them little spells just affecting your plans. So yeah, good card. Flight or flight, stuff like that. Empress Divide, I run 3 because this is effectively how I'm moving on from battlefields I'm holding. It's good protection. I can move him home and then conquer the other battlefield, for example. Or if they're targeting me something out of battlefield, I can react with this. So yeah, it's a great card. I run 3 of them because I feel like it's just such a benefit to be able to move such a big unit. Consistently. Not so fast. This is basically another protection spell for Ornn or gear. Counter enemy spell or ability that chooses friendly gear, a unit or gear. So Defy obviously I can't counter anything more than 4 cost and more than 1 power. Here this is great because there's a lot of like cards like Rebuke, for example. That costs 2 power, so I couldn't defy it, but I could use this. So this has a place, and so obviously, you want to protect this or any other key piece of gear. So probably I need to put this to 3. Um, I mean, I'll go here. I play 2 Frank. It's a great card. I think this is a mistake on my behalf because Ornn is generally very he's big himself. I shouldn't really need Frunk to really protect him in terms of might. As I said, I think this is a great card. I think this is more of a side deck card, knowing what I'm against rather than in the main deck. So I think this is a mistake. I think in hindsight, I should take these out, maybe up not so fast by 1, and yeah, look at other options really. So that is Frunk though. Frunk is great, but in it just main decking it seems a bit not the best. Win rules, yeah, win rules are necessary because basically yellow has Imperial Decree. We don't like that. Imperial Decree is basically, I can't remember the text word to word, but it's effectively when you do damage this turn, kill the unit or something. So if you have tokens, you play that card. A token effectively could kill Ornn if I don't have GA and stuff like that. So this is just stopping. Like opponents will always have that one card that costs like a 5 and 2 power or a 6 and a power. That's just like does a big thing, and that's what Rin was for. You kind of want to stop that, or like a rebuke or something. I know rebuke's not game changing. I mean, it is, but yeah, mostly Imperial Decrees and stuff like that. We don't like that. Obviously, again, going back to the whole deflect thing, you know, if you are targeting Ornn and I have Flute and you say deflect 4, you are sending back all of that, them wounds. So you are setting back the economy. But yeah, that's Win Rule. Consult the Past is fantastic. I always play it hidden because it's a 4 cost hidden. You just send back a power, you can tap a seal and hide it, draw 2 cards, draw. Yeah, I play one of these. Potentially, this can be the other card that goes up to 2. I need to test it more. I'm sure we'll learn together. This is basically because I see a lot of like yellow Renatas, Luxes, Victors. Yellow is there just in the base, and I can't really kill them if I don't have something like kill spells like this that could target stuff in the base. Because they're them kind of cards like the Victor, the Luxes, the Yellow Renatas that when you play a token they come in ready. You see a lot more of these now, and they obviously benefit that deck so much that if you could get rid of it, it messes your opponent up. So I feel like this is good. I feel like this can go up to 2. So maybe we get rid of Frank completely. Maybe one more not so fast. Maybe one more of these. I gotta keep looking at it. As I said, I'm no expert. I'm not. No. I'm not. I'm not saying anything. I'm just taking my own take on Ornn and having fun with it. So yeah. I'm not saying everything is optimal or the best. But that's the fun of the series. Time Warp. This is either just funny or just really bad in this deck. Cost 10, 4 power. I'm sure we all know what it does. I am generally a holding deck. So yeah, this is fantastic if I need that, extra turn to win. In the late game, this is another wincon for the deck. So yeah, that's why it's there. Seals absolutely busted, especially in this because it's giving me might, it's paying me resources, it's my economy. Busted, absolutely goated. Argument could be playing blue seals as well, but when I go to the rune choices, we could discuss that. Power snack is great. Pay 1 energy. It's a gear, so it's giving me might and it's drawing me a card. I could pay that to kill this and draw another card. If I've got seals, I just pay 1, tap seal, play this, draw a card, and it's giving me might. So I'm drawing a card and it's giving me might. Goated. GA for protection for Ornn. It's giving me the +1 might, but obviously another +1 because it's gear, and it gives me the whole protection. Zhonya's same case. This is just another good card. I feel like one Zhonya's is good because you could just, it's a bit more, a bit more of a combat trick, I guess. Right, if you hide it where Ornn is, or just have it in the base. It could be useful. It could be useful for a drop border play as well. Yeah, no, it's good. Sterix, this is another card that's up in the air. I like it because it's, obviously 3 might. Let's say can give another +1 to Ornn, so it'd be 4 might because of gear. But the quick draw is really interesting because if I play it as a reaction, as quick draw, because it has reaction, I will pay the 3 and the 2 power, but you don't pay the equip cost. You just pay this 3 cost, 2 power, and attach it. And I don't have to pay the attach cost because that's what quick draw does. So yeah, I think this is another potential. I think Frank and this are the two I'm looking at the moment to kind of play around with. But it's been good when I've had it. I just wonder if I really do need it or if I should play. It's a Road Atlas. It's a blue card that when you hold, play 2 gold, 2 gold tokens exhausted. So you're actually getting more. Probably will get more might long term. Anyway, but we could discuss that going forwards. Flute. We all know what Flute does. Shireliers. It's 4 costs, 2 power. This is one of Ornn's signatures. He's got 3 signature gear. This is one of them. When you play this, ready your units. That's all your units get readied when you play it. And when you attach it, wherever you attach it to, let's say you attach it to Ornn at a battlefield, he'll be readied because you played this card. And then when you attach it, your units here have ganking. So I can effectively go in with Ornn, conquer a battlefield, play Shireliers, ready Ornn, attach Shireliers to Ornn, and gank over to the other battlefield. That can be a game-winning play, or if that's your 6th, point or 5th point, or where it depends, where you are in the game. Having ganking on Ornn is just fantastic, especially when he's like 35 might, just ganking himself away. Yeah. So yeah, that's the main deck. As I said, Frank and Sterix. Frank, I'm thinking about another Not So Fast and one more of these. And Sterix, I'm looking at, I think it's Road Atlas. I'll try and find it and put it up or something. But yeah, it's a work in progress. We'll keep working at it, as I said, in this new series. Runes, we're running 7 and 5. That's because most of my power is all green. Obviously, Time Warp is 4 blue, but by the time you have 10 runes up generally and you're at that stage of the game, if you're looking to play it, you should have your four blues, and obviously here have 2 blues. If we bump this up to 2 and run Road Atlas that uses 2, that uses blue as well, we might just do an even split. But obviously we have Ornn Legend to attach blue gear. So yeah, it's another option to look at changing this depending what we change here. Battlefields, game 1 I'll use Aspen's Climb normally, get the game to 9 points. Longer the game goes on, more chance I have to build Mega Ornn, aka better chance I am to win the game. Game 2 I normally go Sigil of the Storm. They will normally take, let's say you win game 1, they will most likely take turn 1 in game 2. Here's when you conquer here, recycle one of your runes. I'm not really conquering early, so every time they conquer, they're sending back their own resource. We like that. And game 3, depending who I'm against, these two might swap around. If I'm against another equipment heavy deck, I might play. If I'm against equipment heavy, I'll play Ornn's Forge last and hope to, kind of win these two. If not, Ornn's Forge is great, but obviously it can benefit your opponent a lot. This is the one I'm thinking, do I change, do I not change? It's great, by the way, with Sterix, this one, because obviously that will go down. Obviously, if I control it in my opponent's turn, I could still play Sterix at 2 costs, not 3. So it's yeah, this is another potential maybe look at changing. And the sideboard is nothing really. It's just basically cards I've been swapping in and out to keep changing. This isn't really a proper built sideboard. But the one card, as I said, I've got not so fast. Another win rule. This is in there, so them changes can be done. A big one if I'm against tokens. Game 2, some fire cape comes in, or if I feel like I need it. This is another one of Ornn's signatures. When I attack or defend, deal 2 damage to all enemy units here, and it gives me +3 might. So effectively, if Ornn has just plain Ornn, this will give me 4 might, because it's 3 here, +1 for the 1 for any gear, and doing attack defense trigger. Fantastic. So yeah, that's my own deck. As I said, going forwards, I'll make a series with this. I will keep, doing updates with it, gameplay videos with Ornn, and just yeah, and do real life stuff as well, real games with my friends, Nexus nights, all of that. I'll try and get as much of the content as I can. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I can improve on. Again, I apologize for that Jax video with the mistake I made. Can only apologize for that. So yeah, hope you have a good one, and see you later.